Hello, welcome to Table Talk. Again, Table Talk is a platform that we will use each week in a way to reach many of our stakeholders in Marion County. Each week, Table Talk will focus on various topics that will be of interest to our families. For today's Table Talk, we have our Accountability Officer, Ms. Melonie Gordon. She's here today to talk a little bit about Virtual Academy. We have had many contacts from our families with various questions. There are a lot of misinformation, miscommunication that is floating in the community. And so we want to make sure that we just provide a few highlights. For instance, we were contacted, I think information was circulating regarding uniforms. Parents felt that students had to be in school uniforms when they were in virtual courses at home or from their remote locations. Mrs. Gordon will actually highlight some of those various topics, and she will also give you information about some upcoming orientations for families. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Dr. Bethea?
I am doing wonderful this morning. Thank you for joining us, Ms. Gordon.
You're quite welcome. I have a PowerPoint that I'd like to share, so let me find it. Okay, back to school. Virtual Academy has been very popular. We've had about 48% of our student body to sign up for Virtual Academy. And we are excited to serve our students and families. We put Virtual Academy in place to give parents and families a choice as to how their students will be instructed throughout the next school year. When you participate in Virtual Academy, then you will receive all of your instruction at home. There will be some times that students will be asked to come on site for testing. The virtual program will serve students in grades K through 12, and because the program was so popular, each school program will be housed at the base school. That means if you have any specific questions, you can contact the school principal. However, if your questions still aren't answered, feel free to contact us at Central Services. I put together a few thoughts based on the frequently asked questions, based on things that we talked about a lot. So hopefully we can share some information about Virtual Academy classes and how it will look. So your Virtual Academy classes will be a combination of live classes, recorded lessons, and digital curriculum used in Virtual Academy. What does that mean? You're going to have some live lessons from teachers. You're going to have some lessons that have been recorded. And some days you will have assignments that you will need to work on based on what your teacher has taught the previous day. Digital curriculum and supplemental resources will include such programs as USA Test Prep, Edgenuity, Lexia Core 5, Alex, Zern. Laptops will be provided for students participating in Virtual Academy. We will also be able to provide some hotspots for qualifying students that will be for the fall semester. Student and uniforms, that was an interesting topic of conversation. You will need one uniform when you report to school for testing. However, on a daily basis, we just ask that you conform to the dress code, which means shirt, pants, because remember, there is a camera, and so the teacher will see the student when classes are going on. There will be a daily schedule, so there will be a suggested time for ELA, a suggested time for math, a suggested time for science and social studies, and the elective periods. Students will be required to check in with teachers daily. Teachers that check-in will be online. That check-in could be through a text. That check-in could be through a phone call, and you can also call the teacher through the school if you're having difficulties. Computers will have cameras that should be turned on at times during the lesson. And you can find a supply list by visiting the Marion County website. Here are some things to be successful. You're going to need a strong internet connection. I said that students that qualify for a hotspot for the fall semester will be receiving a hotspot when they receive a laptop. You must have a workspace dedicated to online learning. That may be a desk, and you have your pencils, your papers, your notebooks. This is online learning, but this is going to be new learning. This is instruction, and it's going to be as rigorous as if you were in a classroom. So you should prepare for success and use your online platform to communicate with your teacher and your school. You can also call the school if you're experiencing problems. Some other frequently asked questions. What are our next steps? Well, the schools are going to contact you with information on picking up your devices and getting started with our online learning platform. And there will be a virtual school orientation video posted by August 20th, 2020 on the district website that will give you more information. Now, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to the schools and let them know. There is also an email address on our virtual school website where you can ask questions and receive your individual responses. And Dr. Bethea, that about sums it up.
Gordon, thank you so much. You did cover a lot of information, and I appreciate that. The goal of our table talks, again, talks, togetherness, and transparency. Families, we hope this information has been helpful. Please look for our virtual academy, our virtual school orientation video that will be posted on the virtual academy page, the district page, as well as on our social media outlets as well. If you have topics that you wish to see on a table talk, please contact us. The table talk email is tabletalk@marion.k12.sc.us. Ms. Wimberly, if you can share that screen again, that first screen, so that our parents can have that information again. If there's a topic or something that you would like to see discussed on Table Talk, please contact us. Again, our goal, talks, togetherness, and transparency. Hopefully today's information has been helpful. Again, thank you, Ms. Gordon, for joining us.
Thank you.
And the information in regards to the email for questions and suggested topics is at the bottom. Parents, thank you, and we'll see you next week.